Good afternoon, everybody. So, what I wanted to talk to you about today is that the narcissist brings nothing to the table, and so you're not missing anything. That's why a lot of times people will say you really didn't need them, and when you start to think about it, you didn't need them because what did they give you? Everything they do is they take, right? They run on negative reciprocity, meaning so they're going to always take more energy than they give. So if everything is just energy, for instance, if we go there, because they're always on a negative pressure, negative level. And so they're almost always in a vacuum and we're always positive pressure. So it's like they're always going to be drawing off of you. They bring nothing to the table. You get no positive energy. It's all negative energy. And negative energy only bogs you down in the mud. Okay? It takes whatever your vibration is and pulls it down to nothing. It takes whatever your vision is, your health is, your work is, your money is, your future is, your joy is, your peace is, your grace is, all of it, your investments, everything is getting pulled down into the mud. I mean, if anything, you're always, if anything, helping them. They don't ever make you a meal. No, they don't ever help you get healed up when you're sick. They don't bring you any peace and joy. They don't go out and do anything for you. When you leave a narcissist, it's got to be some sort of spell because they do nothing for you. You know, anybody else in humanity, you'd never give them that. In fact, they give you nothing but trouble and problems. There's absolutely no growth. You're either stunted and you're going backwards and regressing. They want you to be as codependent as they can get you and belittle you as much as they possibly can and have you codependent to them as much as possible so that they could degrade you, control you, devalue and degrade you every day. That's what the narcissist really wants. And if you let them, they'll do that. They have nothing to give. They degrade and destroy your whole life. And then when they're on their way out, they smear up your character and personal innateness, who you are. And then they want to smear you up and have you come back to them and ask for an apology for their crooked ass behavior. They don't give a rat's ass about you. And so it's, especially when you're even getting older, it's like you want to retire and stuff. Once you get past a certain age, you start thinking about these things, and it just adds to the whole contingency of the situation. The narcissist, and then they hang out with also corrupted individuals, and cheating on you, and then they can bring home disease, and it just never ends with them. It's a complete losing battle, losing match with them. It's almost like the ship with them is always going down. And you always have to be ready to jump ship. But they're the ones that's more ready to jump ship. They're pulling the ship down and they're ready to jump ship. But then they also want to get you addicted. So once you get the ship to a state to where you barely got it to keep afloat, and then you repaired it, then they want you to go run after them. They want you on a constant chase after them. And for you to run to them and tell them, hey, I just fixed the ship and I've been working on it for a year while you were out cheating on me, destroying my character and trying to destroy my whole life. Will you come back to me? Really, if you want to look at it like that. And, it's the oddest, weirdest thing. And it is spellbinding. And when they do this, they start doing this in this love bomb phase. I don't think everybody's susceptible to it. I think it's got to be a certain type, and it's got to be usually that primary source type empath that kind of like, you have this some sort of cohesiveness as far as nothing is cohesive with them. In fact, even growing up around these individuals, like in your family and life and stuff, you never liked it. You never liked the way they operated and acted. You always thought it was stupid. You always felt like there's an easier way. Why would you make choices like this in the family, these people? But now, if there's a cohesiveness as far as like when you get into the love partner relationship, there's that, what they call nostalgia. So there is that nostalgic feel initially that kind of draws you in. But the narcissist knows, like they say, they can sniff you out. They can sniff out that empath, that primary source when they're out hunting or whatever, and the people that they deal with around them. And when they do sniff out that empath, they get that empath attracted to them, they are not going to stop that hunt for you. Because like people say, they're addicted to you, and they get you running on this love bomb phase I talked about yesterday, where it's like they start to train you up a certain way. They train you the way they want to be treated. So it's like in the love bomb phase, they never say no to you. They put you on a pedestal. And that's what they expect for you to do once they get you into devalue mode. You see, they know they're only doing it for a little short period of time for you. But now, once you get into devalue phase, you're going to chase after them, and you're going to put them on a pedestal and keep them there while you're going to be dethroned all the way down to hell's abyss. So you're going to go like to this heavenly seat to hell's abyss. I mean, that's kind of how, if you were to deal with how high you feel and then how low you go, it's to the point where it's like the highest height that you ever experienced in a relationship. It's kind of somewhat unbeknownst to you, and it catches you off guard. And yeah, maybe it is too good to be true, but you don't know in the moment. You're kind of like, it's weird, but it's harmless in the original thoughts of it. But then they get into this devalue, and discard phase. You just don't think there's people out there. This is the thing. And when you grow up in the family, it's a different dynamic. I always say that this enmeshment in the family for the empath, it's a different type of energy. They come at you on a different level because it's not like love partner, it's the family enmeshment. I call it the family cult type thing. But when you get out from the family and then it hits you in the love partner relationship, it's a whole different dynamic. And the family already had you enmeshed. The narcissist now, once you get out of the family, I call it passing the baton to the generational curse if you don't wake up. But they pass the baton from the parent or the family to now the lover. And they get you to where, now they got to condition you for, this is your next life. You're leaving the family unit life. Now you're going into love partner, family relationship, primary family relationship life now. And the enemy wants to just transition you right into this and keep you there pulled down because, your light is bright, y'all. Y'all got stuff to do out there, and you got, good things that, God wants to do through you. And then that's why the enemy comes to try to shackle you right away, to keep you down, because they want now to train you up to where you put them on this high pedestal, you put them on a throne, and you praise and worship them, the narcissist, while, you are, getting crumbs from the king or queen's table, and begging them for mercy. And they want you to be subservient to them and do whatever you're told. And it wasn't fair to you as a child, and it's not fair to you as an adult, as a love partner either. And sometimes it's good to get out of these things, and then you can never tell them no. That's the other part of it. But it's good to get out of these things before, it might hurt now. But when they come to Hoover, just remember that it's best to just keep it moving, go through the hurt and the pain, because there's joy on the other side. And joy comes in the morning, y'all. And if you don't go through this, you will grow from this. That pain will grow you, and it will make you tough, y'all. And you will find a way to control your emotions, control your love, to fall back on, giving people too much of your energy and making it negative reciprocity for yourself, because it's not fair to you. If you don't give yourself that equal reciprocity in a relationship, friendship, partnership, whatever, then you don't love yourself like you need to. And you're already going into abuse, okay? So you want to go into everything on an even keel. I give you the energy that you give me. We give each other the same energy, and we got to know that we got to respect and love each other. If we keep putting in this kind of energy, then we will always consistently love each other. We don't have to be looking for little check marks to make sure it's this kind of energy, but we should know better. Intuition will tell us that it's right or it's wrong, because if it's always like this on the energy level, and I'm giving this much, you're giving this much, or vice versa, it's not good for me or you. So, keep it moving, because joy comes in the morning, and after the fire comes the rain, y'all, and there's glorious thereafter, because the grass is never greener on the other side, and the narcissist always thinks it is. And there's life out there, and the narcissist, they can't handle life. They have to handle honeymoon phases all the time, and living in a fantasy and lying to themselves and having a world of delusions. But it's a fantasy. They don't get nowhere because they're living a lie. And then after, when they leave this place, don't you want to approach some sort of judgment with the Almighty, knowing that you did good things. You did things to help folks, and you did things that were on a level of truth and justice, man. So love yourself, and, seek for, if nothing else, equal reciprocity tells you a lot. It'll tell you if there's a narcissist in the path, they're going to give you negative reciprocity. All you got to do is look at the energy, y'all. So if you can give me a thumbs up, a like, and a subscription, love y'all. Peace be out.